I'm gonna click this and say, yo, what up? Back at it. In the middle of the Iron Man, we had 3 new characters drop since the last time we talked about, I guess 4, because I mean I did Midoriya. We're not here to talk about Midoriya. We're here to talk about KATSUKI BAKUGO 4. Wowzers, what a cool guy. What a cool guy. 6 hand size, 30 health character, has the air, death, and void symbols. You can see them right down here. Says enhance once per turn, discard a card from your card pool. If it is your turn, your rival discards a card, period. Okay, so this is a good ability. Just classic good. It's a classic good ability. My cards get easier to play, and you lose a resource out of your hand. It is tough for you to block my moves. And then response after your Fury attack receives a damage penalty, meaning if it has the minus sign and then a number, it gets +3 damage. So if I give my move -1, it gets +3. If you give my move -1, it gets +3. It is impossible to you can't taunt this guy, you know? Minus a bunch of stats, I'm just gonna hit you harder. So let's see how he utilizes his own kit. We'll start with Angry Yellow. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to put it on the poll. Chat, do you like the card? You like the card? I gotta put it on the poll. It's the whole reason to do this live, right? So this is I think that this is good. This top enhance is really annoying. Because it does say discard a card from your card pool. It doesn't even say like a Fury attack, right? So I could play a Foundation, play an attack, and then sling it. You lose a card in your hand, right? Because I've been doing this Iron Man, we've had a couple people play Bakugo, and we had a couple people play Bakugo against me, and one of the coolest things that they did was they went maximum hardening. Hey, I'll play this action into my card pool. All my moves get +2 damage. All right, I'll play this attack. I'll kick the action out, right? I was over here trying to ham fist doing that in set 5 with a Bright Future. This character gets to just do it on his face. I think this character does one thing. He hits you hard. He hits you really, really hard, and he makes it easier to hit by discarding cards. But we'll see what the rest of his kit looks like. We've got Angry Yelling, 5/3 with a 2 mid block. It's a 4 mid for 5, already starting out with some pretty big stats, especially because Bakugo is just going to give things more damage, right? Enhance, if your rival has 4 more cards in their hand, they discard 1 card. Okay, I dig that. So we discard a card if they've got 4. This thing says they discard a card. Now they have, so they go from 4 to 3 down to 2. This card feels good, right? This card feels good because after an established board has happened, right? After I've played out my 8, 9, 10 foundations, if I don't have gas, I'm just going to hold a grip, right? To just block all of your moves, because you have a board, I have a board, I'm not going to block. This card tries to break that wall, not on the board, but in the hand. And enhance, this deck gets -1 damage, and if it's blocked, draw 1 card. So it's actually like a 4 mid for 7 on a 5 diff with Fury, Stun 1, I forgot the keywords that are down here, and Taunt. So it's a 4 mid for 5, Stun 1, 4 mid for 7 that draws a card. If they've got a bunch of cards, they discard a card. I don't hate this card, right? It might not be worth the 5 diff slot, but like this card does the job that they want it to do, right? This card does take and push the damage, right? Back alley at home. I don't think it's quite back alley at home. I forgot that I want to add a meh category to these, so we'll do that from now on. But we'll move on. We'll move on and see. We'll see what's going on with Explosive Rebuke. 5/2. There's a 2 check on here with a 1 mid block. It's a 5 mid for 5. It has the Fury, powerful 2 stun 1 taunt. Enhance, discard a Fury attack from your card pool. Your rival discards a card. Okay, so we discard a card from Bakugo. We discard a card from this. If you had 4 cards in your hand, right? So the play could be if I had 4 cards in my hand, I Angry Yelling. I make them discard a card. I then play Explosive Rebuke. I kick the card, they discard a card. I play another move, they discard. Wowzers, 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 wowzers. This is a lot of discard, folks. And then 1A Enhance, which our Bakugo does have 1A and Student. Flip 1 Foundation. This attack gets +1 of all of its keyword ratings. So Powerful 2 and Stun 1. So this is really interesting because we are allowed to play this in Bakugo 2, right? This could be a 7 mid with Powerful 4, Powerful 5 with Stun 2 that discards a card from my card pool. Guys, that seems pretty good. This seems pretty good for Death Bakugo 2. Snack Time? Yeah! Snack Time is tight as well. Wow, good catch. Good catch. I like this card a lot. I think this card is super worth the 2-check. I think a lot of people are going to play this card because, like, I clear my card pool, discard, they discard a card on a 5 damage move with Powerful, like sometimes Powerful 3. Feels good, right? Feels good. Yeah, I like this card. I like this card. I'm excited to play with this one. Move on to Irate Scowl. 4/3, 2 low for 5 with a 2 high block. Has Fury and Taunt. He's got 2 attacks with Taunt. Enhance. If this attack has left your card pool this turn, this attack gets +3 speed and -1 damage. Okay, so it's a 5 low for 4. Just kidding. It's a 5 low for 6 as a 4 diff. And then if my rival has 2 or less cards in their hand, I draw a card. Huh. So this feels pretty good. If this card has left your card pool this turn, it gets -3 speed or +3 speed, -1 damage. I mean, this is just a good card, right? This is just a good card. I don't think this card, like in it for the context of Bakugo 4, all 3 of these cards so far have been splendid. They've been very, very strong. My biggest issue is I don't know who else plays this card. You're going to open up Irate Scowl and be like, it's a 5 low for 4? I mean, I guess. It's 5 low for 7? What did I say? Did I say 5 low for 6? If I said 5 low for 6, my bad. It's 5 low for 7. Yeah, my issue so far is like this card and this card. I don't know who plays them besides Bakugo 4. I think this card sees play. I don't think this one does. Yeah. Seeing the theme. And then Rabble Rousing. 4/3, low block, 3 high for 5. After this card leaves your card pool during the combat phase, your rival loses 2 health. This effect can't kill him. And the response after you play this card, attacks get -1 damage this turn. So this is interesting because this is playable on block. So not only is it an offensive piece for Bakugo, right? Because all his moves get +2 damage. It says if I block with my low block, all your moves get -1 damage. That's neat. And then Deadlock Enhance, destroy 2 rival foundations. I get to pick. I just go that one, gone. This card is great for Bakugo, right? This card is like cool if low blocks or if low attacks are insane. Like this card's insane in Bakugo. This is an instant snap 4 of, right? In Bakugo 4. Like I think you snap 4 of this. And then you got to figure out like 2 of this, decide if you want to play the 2-check. I think there's like a 2 or 3 of is fine, right? I think there's being actually there's a 4 of, right? This is a 4 of because like they're going to have very few cards in their hand. It is hard, right? Yeah, I like Rabble Rousing a lot. But again, it's just a Bakugo 4 card. Unless this response is like snapped in half. I do wonder what it'd be funny to like have the Bakugo mirror and I block with my Rabble Rousing and I go, I won't respond. We'll move on to the the foundations, excuse me. 2/5, 2 high block. It has the taunt keyword, which is interesting. Response commit. Bring it on is the name of the card. Response commit. After rival adds a card to their hand due to their on-character effect, they discard 1 card. Only 1 copy of this ability can be played this turn. So here's my question, and my rules lawyers. Is it when it says that only 1 copy of this ability can be played this turn, it means on this copy of Bring It On, not on multiple copies of Bring It On? Or does it, like, because if I ready Bring It On, and then whatever it doesn't, you can't play other copies either. Okay. It says the ability. Yeah, but it's this ability. This is a different card, right? Pretty sure it's 1 total. That's how I feel. Right? I would like to get clarification. You get 1 total. I mean, I would trust Jose. That's a little lame. I would rather you just make it unique, right? But I guess they needed it for this UA enhance that's going to be used a ton, right? Flip. This attack gets +1 damage for each card that's left your card pool this turn. So this has the air symbol. If Asui ends up getting errated and gets the 1A enhance, this is going to feel pretty cool, right? Right? Like you've got like this neat anti-draw ability combined with this. This doesn't have tenacity though. So like you can't utilize both in the same. That's neat. Yeah, I think this card is cool. I do like this Bring It On response. I think this easily gets to be like a 1 of in a lot of decks. That's a 2/5, 2 high block, right? Because it is playable on either player's turn, whereas Citywide Crisis is only on my turn, right? I think punishing my opponent for drawing cards and turning a +1 into a cycle is worth it. We'll move on to Irritated. 1/5, 3 high block. Enhance commit. This if your attack gets +2 speed and -1 damage. It has the taunt keyword. Yeah, it's just a Bakugo card, right? Like why would I want to give my moves -1 damage unless I'm giving it also +2 damage? Yeah, this is fine. Like if I want to give my Fury attacks 2 speed on a 1 diff, I would just play Let's Fight Bad Guys. Like I wouldn't bother with the because committing cards is one of the easiest ways to take your aggro decks and slow them down, right? Because I'm just losing resources, right? I make my 5 diff. I say that I actually checked a 4 when I use this ability to make it, or I make it a 6 diff, right? And so like it gets big or whatever. This card's, but in Bakugo 4 it's +2/+2. You're right, Chase. You're right. Jasco Games is making my deck for me, and that's tight. Keeping Beat. 2/4. 2 mid block. Response commit. After you make a check to play a card, if your rival has discarded a card this combat phase, that check gets +2. So this is interesting. This is check plussing. This is check plussing. This is fine. It's not going to see very much play. I will say that as I played against the Bakugo 4 that was playing this, 2/4 is a musical time signature. Well, that's neat. It's a 2/4. Cool. Cute. This card's fine, right? I don't think there's anything to really write home about. I did play against a Bakugo 4 who had one of these on board, and it was very difficult to like get through their wall whenever I discard a card on my turn, because they could just like block and do bonus stuff. So like they used a copy of Bring It On, and then like this thing was like good on their block. I ended up having like seal it or flip it or something. So like the card has value. The question is like, is the 2/4 2 mid block worth just this, right? Like imagine if this card, because it's a 4, also had the UA enhance, right? Because like it should have like a little bit more gas. But I'm not feeling it. And then my last one is Reluctant Role Model. 0/5 3 low block. Enhanced Tenacious Flip. This deck gets -1 damage. This is just playable while committed. Recovery Girl's Kiss. It's fine. I'm terrified of the 2/4. Why? Yeah, this is playable while committed. Recovery Girl's Kiss, and I already don't play that card. I didn't play that card in set 1 when I didn't even have options. There's no way that I play this card now. Card is insane turn 2. I guess that's fair. Yeah, this is in my no category. This is in my no category. Yeah. So the important question is, chat, do you like the kit? Do you like what Bakugo's got going on? My personal opinion, is I think this character is going to be very fun to play. I'm excited to play Bakugo. I think that you just play 4x of all of his cool cards, and then that's it. There's your deck. We've done it. Yeah, UVS games. I think that this is so like let's pretend to say something positive about this, right? There's no flavor in this. This is very, very dry. There's no, you don't get to be creative. This is very much a paint by colors or paint by numbers deck. I think that this is easily a deck that you just give to your new players and go, hey, this deck does the thing that Bakugo 1 wants to do when they block, but you do it just for free, block or not, and then all your moves get big. You're just like, hey, here's a 50 card Bakugo 4 deck, go nuts. Go nuts. Yeah, I think that it's very I think it's cool. I think it's cool, and I think having I'll use the word simple characters, because that's the best PR word. I think having simple characters is fine, okay, and even good for the game. And I'm sure that there's some creative deck builders out there who can make something a little spicy out of this. But man, it just feels like UVS Games just wants you to just like slam all of these in the deck and then just run it, and then just have a field day, right? Yeah. With that said, you guys, thank you much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more of these previews, go check them out on the channel, or come join me over on twitch.tv/TamCardwell as I go through them at weird times in the day. It's like 3:30 in the afternoon. With that said, you guys, thank you much for watching. As always, I wish you well